coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Looking to throw right away is Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's Watson. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. I think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Watson off play action. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Davis. That's not back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. CD, there are 3 and outs, and then there are 3 and outs. The first drive of the game, not 1, not 2, but 3 straight sacks.
You're exactly right about that, and sometimes you hold up those 3 fingers as defenders to signify the 3 and out. This time it's 3 sacks in a row. What a tremendous start for them.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Watson now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift to about the 26 here. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes back a little bit of an apology on that one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Breaking through to drop him. That's Perrion Winfrey.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
third and long. They'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never ended. The Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, first down. Watson. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Fielded just inside the 20. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Lions will take over. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. First down, and they go with Swift again. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. The Lions at 11-1 now on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Off play action. Fields. He'll buy some time right. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Solid catch there for man who's been so brilliant this year. We're pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And they'll begin by running the option. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that made him save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. Could we get a touchdown in this 1st half after all? It's 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Fields. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Watson on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Throwing on second down, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the Lions offense ready to kick off their next.
Too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end.
8. Once again, it's Swift. And he's got room. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 37-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, here's Swift. Going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Swift. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
I'll pick up a 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
Now a give right side Swift. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields steps away. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They run out of the gun with Swift. 90,
taking their time and making it work.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. That one caught by Carter. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On play action, Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 114 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll run right here with Swift. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
They're pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On a jet sweep, here comes Chark. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they get a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They're not going to go for gold.
So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 75. And the Browns are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Detroit, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week.